I've wanted to do this for a while, and not just buy another motorcycle, but fly somewhere, buy it, and then ride it home. This trip started with a solo flight to Reno, where my uncle had decided it was finally time to sell his motorcycle. I'd seen the bike several times before. I'd never actually ridden it. And somehow, this bucket list trip turned into something even better. My uncle would ride with me for the first half, and my dad would meet us halfway and finish the trip back to Portland. Made it to Reno, and I get to go check with my Uncle James. I think I see him. Oh yeah.
Welcome to Reno.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
How are you?
I'm great.
Good. I like it. The night before we left was strangely exciting. The bike was sitting there in the garage, and after months of planning, it finally felt real. We talked about the route, checked everything one last time, and tried to get some sleep knowing the next morning we'd be on the road. There's always that moment when you pull away for the first time. The bike feels unfamiliar, every sound gets your attention, and you're wondering if you've made the right decision. But after a few miles, the nerves start fading, and I could finally enjoy the ride.
First impressions of this bike, it's about perfect. It's about exactly what I would want. We're currently just outside of Reno, so I've been on the bike for about an hour. Plenty of power. It's got a throttle lock, so I can comfortably ride on the freeway without too much trouble. It has even came with a phone mount, and even came with this little mount here for my Insta360. It rides smooth. It's there's not a lot of vibrations, and even at Google says we're doing 66, the speedometer says 71. Even here, it's very smooth. This has been it's been just such a great trip with my uncle so far. He let me stay at his house and picked me up at the airport, and now he's riding back with me halfway to Portland. So we're going to stop in Burns, and then my dad is going to drive down from Portland and meet us in Burns. So we'll have some time together tonight, and then me and my dad will tomorrow ride the rest of the way back, which will be the shorter leg of the journey. So far, I'm loving it. I think this is a perfect bike for what I plan to do with it.
The miles started adding up. Gas stops, small towns, expensive gas prices, long stretches of empty highway. Exactly the kind of ride I'd imagined when this idea first landed on my bucket list, except for the gas prices. It wasn't about getting somewhere quickly. It was about enjoying the journey that most people skip.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, halfway through the trip. Feeling pretty good. Get some gas. I'm averaging about 50 miles to the gallon probably. 6.39 for gas. That is great. We passed the halfway point. We came up to this lake that I've never seen. I didn't realize how huge it was. You can see over the edge there. It's still going, and we've been riding next to it for probably 20 minutes. Bike update though. Everything is still going great. I feel super comfortable on it, and I've heard from a lot of people that this is just such a good bike, the V-Strom 650. There's just almost nothing wrong with it. The only things I've noticed is I think just the seating position for my left knee is kind of tightening up a little bit. I think it's because my knee's bent a little bit and I can't move it. But I think I can fix that with some highway pegs. I can just kind of stretch out. It also helps when we get into town. I just stand up, which I can do, and that helps a lot. It buys me another 40 minutes of no issues. The other thing is kind of my left side of my neck is kind of hurting. I'm not sure if it's because I'm kind of hunched over holding the handlebars, or my helmet's pressing, or I don't know, it could be something just going on with me. But those are minor things. That's kind of just the cost of riding a motorcycle. So I shouldn't even complain. I don't think it's the bike's fault. It rides so smooth, plenty of power. The wind protection's great. It's got an aftermarket windshield, you can see. It's covered in bugs. And it's not even, it's almost at its lowest position. But like right here, there's no wind, and then right there is where the wind. So it just goes right up over me, right over my head. No issues with wind on my face. And another great thing is that we've run into some little gusts of wind, and it's been solid. The bike doesn't like jump over like my DRZ would in the wind, where I'd get a breeze and I'd move over half a lane. So for a 450-pound bike, whatever this is, it really stays planted. So this being on my bucket list is going out, flying somewhere, buying something sight unseen and riding it back. I don't think I could have asked for a better situation and a better bike. It's just perfect. We're going to be rolling into Burns in a couple hours here. We'll probably see my dad, and he'll probably beat us there. He'll probably be there when we roll up.
As we approach Burns, I just had this feeling that we may run into my dad along the highway, because the two highways we were on converged. It was very unlikely, but I just had this feeling. Well,
oh, is that a red Harley to your right? Oh my goodness. That's him. That's him. Oh, I can't believe it.
I just stopped. You just stopped? Well, my chaps had come undone, and I was holding it together with my hands for about 30 miles.
We were just saying back here, we're like, wouldn't it be funny if we run into him? And he's like, there's a chance. I'm like, there's a chance.
Well, I was coming up here too. I go, boy, what would the chances be if we actually met here?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have pulled over, except my chaps were just coming undone.
Oh.
I got here about a minute before you guys showed up.
Oh,
What?
timing.
1 minute?
2 minutes. That's crazy. You just happened to see me?
Yeah. I was looking for you because when we came up, I was like, the timing is almost, it's likely. It's likely.
Yep. Oh, that's kind of funny.
And right as we came out, I was like, is that a red Harley?
Yeah. He's like, it is. It is.
I would have pulled up to there, or wouldn't even have stopped. We never would have met here.
Yeah. Oh, so funny.
we spent that evening catching up with each other and other family members that live in Burns before heading our separate directions the next morning. For one night, all three of us ended up in the same place because of one motorcycle. The next morning, my uncle left south to return to Reno, and my dad and I pointed our bikes towards Portland to the north. It felt like a passing of the torch. The bike had officially become part of my life, and there were still a few hundred miles left to enjoy. By the second day, everything felt natural. I wasn't thinking about learning the bike anymore. I was just riding. Those are usually the moments I remember the most. Not the exciting ones, but the quiet stretches where you're alone with your thoughts and the road keeps unfolding in front of you.
for me and my dad to part ways. Bye! And that's it. That's his lane, this is mine. Uh-oh. We have one of those moments where we see each other again after we already said goodbye. It's awkward moments. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Oh, we went all the way past him. Okay. Well, maybe we won't include that. We'll pretend that other one was the one. Well, as my journey comes to a close, my bucket list of going out and buying something sight unseen and riding it back is coming to an end. Kind of makes you, yeah, I don't know. I feel great. I don't feel sad, or you know how you feel at the end of an adventure when you come home from summer camp, that kind of thing. I don't feel that at all. It was just a great trip. Happy to be home. It was so much fun going with my dad, my uncle, on this trip back. And as I'm checking off this bucket list for me, you might wonder, is this something that you should do? Go buy a motorcycle or a cool car 500 miles away, 1,000 miles away, and ride it back, drive it back? And the answer obviously is yes, but I would also advise you can do it with someone you love, because it makes it so much better.
A couple of days earlier, this motorcycle had been sitting in my uncle's garage in Carson City, Nevada. Now it was parked in mine. This ride ended up being everything I hoped it would be. I finally checked a bucket list trip off my list, but what I'll remember most isn't the miles or the scenery. It's getting to share the special parts of that ride with my uncle and with my dad. Some adventures are worth doing simply because you'll remember them for the rest of your life. And this was definitely one of them.